Hello. In Lab 7, we'll be labeling some of these FSDL handwriting images. We gathered them spring 2019, and our goal is to annotate each line of writing. We're going to be using Label Studio, an open source data labeling tool. It's based on Python, so you can install it using pip. I'm going to install it using Docker and run it on my local machine. Okay, so it's launching, and if I go to URL, I'm welcomed to Label Studio. And the first thing to do, of course, is to import some data. So for you will download some images from S3. For me, I already have them downloaded, so I'll just drag them over and import. And I could start labeling, except my labeling is not configured yet. So let's set up the configuration for labeling. So Label Studio is very configurable, and it's configurable in this kind of HTML or a React-like language. So I used a couple of basic templates to get something that's going to be pretty close to what we need. The first basic template is object detection, for which we can annotate different sorts of classes. And the second basic sample is this transcription per region of audio. So here I can select a region of audio, and then with a speaker, so maybe speaker 1 is here, speaker 2 is here, and then I can click on a speaker and then annotate what they said. But I don't have an audio, I have an image. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna copy this, go back to the object detection. There's only one object category really that we have, which is a line, right? And then for each line, we want an annotation. So we'll just change this to image, and that should work. So we can make a line, and then if we click on the line, we can type some text out and have it. So I'm reasonably happy with this interface. Let's just save it. And now we can start annotating, right? So to annotate, we have our labels, and it looks like they have keyboard shortcuts. So if I press 1 on my keyboard and then drag it out, they'll make a line. And I can do that for every line. Now, we have some choices in how we want to do annotation. So for example, this line is a little slanted. I could drag a rectangle around it, or I could actually rotate the rectangle and make sure it kind of matches the slope of the line. So you'll have to think about what you want to do. Or you can actually, instead of a rectangle, you can switch to a polygon-based annotation. Or maybe there's something else that we haven't even thought of yet. And then when I click on a rectangle, I have the transcription. So this is rectangle 1. It's highlighted here. There's probably also a way for the label to be displayed. Let's see. Maybe, well, I'm not sure, but yeah, 1 is this one. So to transcribe it, data is measured, collected, and reported, and okay, we can add that. Now, every now and then you'll encounter some characters that you can't quite read, and you'll just have to think about what you should do. Should you transcribe your best guess? Should you have a special token that says unreadable? If there's a typo, should you actually correct, the spelling error? If you can't read something, should you actually go to the source text that you know to be handwritten, or should you annotate it as unreadable, and so on? So you'll have to fully annotate and then submit them. And then when you're done, export the data as a JSON. And that's it.